Hey guys, it's JoJo93. I hope it's okay we do this outside today. So I have not watched I have seen Secret Invasion, but I waited to do my review because Marvel has just not made me happy. So I did do a big Deadpool 3 video. If you guys haven't checked that out, I would definitely check it out. And I am very excited for Deadpool 3. I think it's looking like we are going to get some really cool things in the MCU. We got set photos of his new suit. It looks great. We're going to get a comic book accurate Wolverine. It all looks fantastic to get to see that bit. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that movie brings forward. But on the other hand, we're hearing bad things about Daredevil Born Again, about the stunt doubles not being happy from the previous project crossing over to the MCU, the silliness, the things that aren't just happening. Captain America 4 looks like shit based on the scripts I've heard, and then based on the new title is just cringe and just doesn't work for me. The fact it's going to be all about the Hulks and everything. And so here, Secret Invasion rundown. Episode 1, if you watched my episode 1 review, I liked episode 1. It gave a level of intrigue. Mission Impossible meets Marvel, and it was a cool concept. Oh, who's a Skrull? Who's a Skrull? This is interesting. I like this. So episode 1 really worked for me. Then episode 2, we continue. Maria Hill's death is actually carried through, which works for me. I think that's great. It sucks that she didn't get good until she died, but that's a great character arc for her, and I think that they earned that. I think she did a great job in this episode. And then we head into episode 2, and everything kind of just falls apart, right? Episode 2, there's intrigue. Rhodey's being a dick to Fury. It doesn't make any sense, and I immediately know Rhodey's a Skrull. So then we're gonna get to episode 3 in a minute. But yeah, so we learn Fury's got a wife. It was a Skrull. We've seen this before with Hawkeye. It's all familiar territory at this point. But this new Skrull villain that's promoted to General, I just don't get what people are saying that Gravik is like the most feared. Is the most feared. Like people have said he's in the top tier MCU villains, and I'm like, well, why? Why would you put him in the ranking? Like, what's interesting about him? Oh, he's a super Skrull. He's threatening. He can do interesting things. But honestly, I don't see that happening. I mean, I don't know what this show is, man. Like episode 3, just that they make weird choices. Like, so we get more banter between Fury and his wife. It's weird. She's working with Rhodey apparently, and Rhodey's a Skrull, and Gravik isn't as important. It's more like Gravik is there, but then Fury's now there. So it's like, but now apparently Rhodey's a Skrull, which I called since episode 2, but it still is stupid. It just, this isn't what we wanted to see from a Secret Invasion show. I think this could have been better. I think we wanted to see heroes becoming Skrulls and taking over the planet, because that made more sense. And this just, for Disney Plus, when you have things like Warrior that are telling really good, compelling stories, blowing this show out of the water, and you have other shows that were great, even Superman and Lois just telling real themes and real stories. This is not the MCU I used to know, and it just is really sad. I know things change. I know they're meant to get better, but honestly, I was not a big fan of this episode. So Guile, so Talos' daughter is murdered by Gravik, and basically we're meant to assume that, oh, that's sad, this daughter's dead. Nope, she'll be back in one of the next episodes because we've seen more footage of her in the trailer that we haven't seen in the 3 episodes so far. So Marvel just doesn't know how to really keep people dead outside of Maria Hill, Iron Man, and Black Widow. And of course, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman, but that's because the actor died, not the character. And so this is really unfortunate, but I gotta give Secret Invasion a 5 out of 10. I still really am not digging this show. There's some interesting action scenes. The chemistry between Talos and Nick Fury is good. The good parts of the show are still Nick Fury. I still like seeing Samuel Jackson on screen. It feels fresh and it feels good. But overall, I'm very disappointed with this show. And I need Marvel to pick up the slack and get back to its old ways, because I'm getting so sick of Marvel putting out shitty projects. So anyway, guys, if you guys have seen Secret Invasion Episode 3, I shared my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next video.